Okay, y'all, I'm back. It was my food. I ordered food from Shomar's, which is a Greek restaurant. Y'all, I got me a Greek salad with pita bread and some French fries. I'm gonna let y'all see it. Look at that. So yeah. All right. So where I left off was, um, let me think. Oh, I was talking about volunteerism, how we need volunteers for our organization, um, because it won't work. It won't work unless everybody comes together and work. Um, oh, we got a scoreboard this year. The scoreboard that we had was over 20 years old, and we put so much money. The organization put so much money in it to have it repaired, because we believe it was hit uh, by lightning, and it shorted out some circuits and wires and things, and um, is unfixable. So I know the past few years the organization has been using a smaller scoreboard, one of those kind you can kind of like sit up in the window, um, and it was small. It was small. So we were able to, God bless my husband with a little uh, extra money, and we were able to purchase a scoreboard, not as big as the one we had, that, you know, because the one we had was like the ones you see on the high school football fields, but it's not as big as that, but it is big. So we are so excited that that was one of the goals that we had talked about, being able to do, was to get a new scoreboard. um, I tell you, I feel like we've accomplished so much, because we were not on the outside looking in, but we were on the inside, just observing and seeing what worked and what didn't work, what wasn't working. And so we already had a lot of ideas um, in our minds of what we wanted to do and what we wanted to accomplish for the South Fork Panthers. Um, One of the things was that I know a lot of the kids, last year, from what we saw, because we were able to be a part of the board, um, a lot of parents didn't have it to pay for their kids' registration, and then there were parents that had it but they did not pay. So we wanted to um, change that narrative, because those registration fees, that is what drives the organization. So from the beginning, so um, registration covers for football. Registration covers the football uniform. It covers football any football equipment that we need to purchase for the year. Um, it covers utilities. It covers football insurance. Um, and some other administrative costs. Um, it covers the name badges that we have to each kid has to have when they go to certify. That money, it covers everything that that kid needs, outside of the parents having to, get their kids the basics, practice, shorts, shirt, t-shirts, cleats, socks. So we don't cover those items, but we cover more of the big items. Now, we've had parents to say, well, my kid has his own equipment, so my fee shouldn't be da 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 da. But it doesn't cover, per se, a helmet just for your kid or a shoulder pad just for your kid. It covers equipment. Because if we had to cover helmet and shoulder pads just for one kid, registration fees would be astronomical. We would have to raise the cost. So the way it works, football, they rent helmets and shoulder pads. So when a kid signs up for registration and they pay and bring all of the paperwork that they need, birth certificate, they got to get a physical, and the physical, the doctor needs to sign and fill out a physical form for the AYF. Once they have all that stuff, then they are able to get their equipment. So they get sized. For helmets, they get fitted. They also get sized and fitted for the helmet and for the shoulder pads. So at the end of the season, when everything is said and done, we get the helmet and shoulder pads back. That equipment belongs to South Fort Panthers. And every year, equipment has to be sent back to, um, let's see, what is the company we use? Not Schultz, but the other one. They have to be sent back to get inspected and recertified, because a helmet lasts up to 10 years. And every other year, it has to be sent back to be re-inspected and recertified. So when we turn those in, the company, they inspect them, they clean them, and they get repainted and have new padding and everything put back in them. So when those come back to us, they are like a brand new helmet. Now, for the helmets that are on its last year, that cannot go back and be recertified, those, we there's nothing we can do. Those become unusable, and they have to be trashed and destroyed. So when that happens, that means we have to buy a brand new helmet to replace that helmet. And helmets cost. Helmets cost. I know this year we had to buy brand new helmets for our 6U team, because we have never had a 6U team before. We did have flag. Um, but this year we did not want to do flag um, because that's another story I have to tell you. Let's just say it was too live at 8 o'clock in the morning. Too early to have security and officer friendly coming over to the sidelines. So we didn't want to deal with that, and so we decided to go with having a 6U team where the play of the game is slower. The kids are learning how to play in pads, and yeah, a lot of that drama is kind of cut in half. But anyways, for cheer, I'm gonna tell y'all, there's a lot of money involved with cheer, especially cheer that is competing and that's competitive. Um, this year we had to raise the cost of our cheer registration because there were things that the cheer director and the cheer staff wanted their girls to have. And as you know, cheer is very, in my opinion, and maybe it is what it is very flashy. They're very uniform. So they wanted all of the girls to have the track suits, the matching shirts, the matching bags, the bows, all these things. So we added the cost of that into our registration this year. Now, for cheer, their fee covers just that, as well as administrative costs and their insurance. And you go, some of that fee goes to utilities as well. So everybody is broken down into a specific percentage of what goes where. So with cheer, they have declared to compete and to go further. So they have their regular season, which out of the 4 or 5 squads, 3 of them do sideline cheer, which they come and they cheer for our football players during the games. The older squad, they're completely just competition, so they don't do sideline, as well as the dance team that I told you. But some of those girls that are on that dance team, they cross over with the younger group, so they do sidelines, so they're out there. With competition, they have locals, states, regionals, and nationals, and with that comes the cost of mat fees, travel, outfits for those competitions, um, cost of food, just a whole lot, a whole lot. So it takes dedicated parents to make the cheer program work. So cheer does they do a lot of fundraising, um, because they have so much money to raise in order to be able to go further in the competition. Um, they have to fundraise for we have to fundraise for mat fees. We have to fundraise for um, travel, which includes transportation costs, hotel stay costs, um, for almost 70 girls. So that's a lot of money, and that does not include the competition wear apparel that they decide on. That don't include the music that they have to get mixed and produced for their routines. So a lot goes into cheer. Um, and I was this was years ago when my daughter um, was on junior midgets when we were with Pop Warner. Um, we had to raise um, money for travel, um, but we were not at that time. We were not as flashy. We did use our uniforms as our competition apparel. We had accessories that went with it, though. We did order accessories. They did have a tracksuit, if you will, and they did have bags, and of course they had the bows. And at the time, uh, everybody wanted everybody's hair to look the same, so we were like buying those drawstring ponytails for everybody. Um, and we had a couple of squads that did go further. They did get to go to nationals, but I wasn't really in. I wasn't in the finite details of how all of that worked. But as I administer in the organization now, I see that there is a lot of funds that um, goes into the cheer program, and a lot of that falls on the parents, the same parents that you know have to pay the registration fee for their cheerleader, and also come out of their pocket some more for these other things that they need for travel, and um, spending a lot of time with bringing their child to all these practices. I mean, it's a lot for cheer. Um, and my opinion is, if that's something that cheer wants to continue on, pursuing and doing, we are going to need a lot of hands on especially if they're looking for the organization to help with some of the funds for mat fees and things, because we need everybody, and the boys travel too. If they go further with locals and states and regionals, I mean, they could go to nationals too. So everybody plays a part in this organization, and just our 10 to 11 board members alone, we cannot do that all by ourselves. We need every parent, every coach, we need everybody to tag in and to be willing to fundraise and to be willing to volunteer, um, to run, to help run game days and have the right people out there on the field and on the sideline. We need everybody to, do their part and not make it difficult for us to be who we are as an organization. Um, so yeah, there's a lot involved with running an organization, because as board members, as president, as VP of administration, I see, and I miss everybody. I misses everybody because I have to make sure that what's going on over here is running correctly. I have to make sure you have what you need. I have to help with registration, paperwork, making sure all of the kids have what they need. Uh, collecting, helping the treasurer with collection of monies, making sure that money um, goes where it's supposed to go, running the deposit to the bank, counting the money, doing all of that, as well as trying to be making sure everybody got what they need. Just everything, including, making sure that I get coaches' shirts ordered, and I have the right sizes, and I have the right count. And then these ones that come on later, I have to create another order and make sure I have to have a certain amount before I can do an order. And it is a lot. It's a lot. So, so yeah. So that's a day, a look into um, my world. Um, Even today, we're trying to get volunteers for game day for tomorrow. I'm still missing people. So I got a whole spreadsheet. I got a whole spreadsheet with where and the time and where they need to be. So again, processes, it helps make the day run better when you have a process in place for things. And again, that's what I do. That's what I do. You have to be organized. You have to know what's going on. And in today's climate, is we have to We have to have security and police officers for the games. We have to pay them. We have referees. We have to pay them um, on game day, and have to make sure I have enough change for the gate. I have to have enough change for the concession stand. So I'll probably be running back and forth, making sure those things meet, and the treasurer. So yeah, it's a lot. Um, I enjoy it. Um, it fulfills um, a need that I needed to be a part of something. I wanted to be a part of something. I've been in organizations before. You know, when you join things, it feels a need for that time, and you know when it's time to go. Um, but I feel like I've always had a calling for this to be with kids, um, because growing up, my mom, she worked in the school system. She had her own daycare home, and of course, growing up, that you're a part of all that. And I helped I helped her in her daycare home, and I helped her do, because by the time I was in high school, I helped her, with her typing up things and mailing things off, and helping with watching the children, teaching the children. I met a lot of children that are now adults. That when I run into them, I you know don't do nothing but hug them, because they were a part of my life once upon a time. And you just don't forget the kids that you love. So with that being said, I love the kids. And it's funny just asking them if they had a good day at school, you know, if they like their teacher or not, and who are the class clowns in their class, if they're the class clown, and just being able to give them that attention that a lot of them may not get at home. um, a lot of them, sometimes their happy place is at school, and their happy place is when they come out and play football or cheer. And it's a lot of things that some of these kids go through. Their parents put them through unnecessarily, and it's sad. So we have to be there for them and make sure that they're good while they're with us, and give them that encouragement, and let them know that it might not be good at home right now, but just know, to keep them encouraged, and know they got something to look forward to the next day, Lord willing. So, um, yeah. So those kids, they have my heart. Okay. So Panther Store. I was able to create a way for us to sell our Panther apparel. Right now, I only have one shirt that I'm offering for fan gear. I have I have an idea for the Pink October, and then an idea for long sleeve tees and hoodies. Um, so I'm putting a link up from using our Square account, and just kind of like getting pre-orders for those. Um, and what the way I'm doing it is, um, I've created the print for the shirt, and then I ordered the transfers, the DTF transfers. So back into my LoMo swirl mode. From Ninja Transfers. That company is the bomb, y'all. I mean, they did an excellent job. And I also used them for our football helmet decals, because I was gonna go through the lady that did our embroidery for on our coaches' shirts, but it wasn't what she created wasn't what I was looking for. She created more of a sticker. So I started seeing these ads for Ninja Transfers, and I decided to, look them up and see if they did decals for sports helmets, football helmets. And so it came up that they did. So our equipment manager, he had two designs that he wanted to you know see if we could do either one of those. And so I was thinking, those helmets will look really good with the one he did that just had SFP, SFP for Southwark Panthers. And I, just took a leap of faith. I uploaded that design, removed the background from it, and jumped the line in order, because you could pay a little extra to jump the line so they could go ahead and start producing your order. And also paid extra to have it shipped fast. So took a leap of faith, and I'm telling y'all, when those things came the next day, I wanted to cry, because it was so beautiful and professionally made. And those decals look so good on those black football helmets. And I said, that's another check accomplishment that I was able to do, get done. Accomplishment for the coaches shirts and board member shirts. Another big accomplishment, all cheerleaders paid their registration fees. All of their cheer packages have been ordered, and they are being received. All football uniforms have been ordered, and they have received, and we have given them out. Everybody got the number jersey that they wanted. When I say, look at God, and what he has allowed us to do in this organization, I can't do nothing but say thank you, Jesus. Because I didn't know how we were going to do it at first. I didn't know. And it took, we had some people to help in the background. We put in our own time, some of our own money to do some things. And we just made it. we just we just said we had to do it, and then God took the wheel. He took the wheel. Because at the beginning it was looking grim, because we had an ice machine that was broken. We had some plumbing that needed to be done. We had bills. We had lights, gas, and water. And from last year, we were left with $408. And no bank account to put it in. But look at God. We were left with no POS system. I was able to find one on eBay that fit my my old iPad. Look at God. Every turn where a roadblock was trying to be thrown up, we tore it down. God pulled us through. It wasn't nobody but Him. One day we came to the field. Somebody kicked in the door down at the field house. We don't know if they was trying to steal anything or what, because that was the only door that kicked in. Luckily, we had a coupon from Home Depot that was $50 that we were gonna save because we had some repairs to be done, and that $50 coupon we had to use to buy a new lock for that door. But look at God. We continue to persevere. We still got some things outstanding that we need to work on and pay. We still got bills. I mean, we got to pay our monthlies for the website. We have our monthlies for the sports engine. Of course, lights, water, gas, because we got to have those things for the concessions and for those things, and for the Panther Resource Center. We took out everything in there and turned it around, and we're no longer calling it the office, because people said that office was a dreadful place. So we turned it around, brightened it up with some new lights. It is the Panther Resource Center, and that's where our parents and coaches, board members, everybody come. Parents can come and sign up register their kids in there because we have uh, a computer in there that works. And we also was donated a laptop from Aon. Um, we also, that's where we keep all of the trophies from past games, from past seasons, and hung some pictures up on the wall. And there's all of our office supplies come in print paperwork. I donated my my printer from home and just bought me a new one. Our walkie-talkies and stuff are in there. I mean, it's the resource center. You got questions, you need paperwork, you need mouthpieces, you need clipboard because you're the monitor this week. The Panther Resource Center. So I'm proud of that too. So yeah, we've done a lot. We've done a lot, and I'm excited, and I just want the momentum to keep going. I have ideas for next year, and I tell you, I have a football parent who is the team mom for 9U, and she is awesome, and she is going to join the board, and she's gonna be a force to reckon with, because she tells me every day, she goes, Miss LaMonica, next year we're not gonna be doing this right here, cause I already got my notes of what I'm planning to do and how we're gonna do it, and da-da. I'm like, okay, girl, we got it. We got it. We gonna do it. But yeah, so I'm excited, y'all. That's my 42 minutes on this video. My first video, I think it was almost at 20, if not. So yeah, so that's what's happening in my world, my career world, my my LoMo's world, and my football and cheer world. Me and my VP world, my leadership world. Cause doing this, you will learn how to be a leader real quick. You will know if you're a leader or not. Cause if you fall flat on your face and you cry and can't and get up and don't do nothing about it, leadership might not be for you. But this position, it shows you who you are as a person. It does. It does. All right, y'all. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna eat my salad because it's been sitting here, and my fries, and I'm still waiting for Lowe's to come with my washer and dryer because they don't make them like they used to anymore. So they should be here by 4:30. At least that's what they said. And they can't come no other time, because once they finish doing what they doing, I gotta go to Sam's Club and buy some stuff for the concession stand. And then I gotta go to the field because tonight we got volunteers and my husband is out there. We gotta paint the field. Yes, we gotta paint the field. All those lines you see on the football field. Now we're not gonna do stencil the numbers tonight though. We're not gonna do that. We will do that next week for next week's game, because we're just a little short on time and people. But yeah, We got the sideline markers, so that'll do just fine for this first game, this first home games. So yep, I see that executive decision right there. That's executive decision making. And I ain't even get a chance to talk to y'all about the books that the teen moms have to keep, have to put together for certifications and things like that. That's a whole nother chapter. Rosters and NPRs and yeah, that's another thing. That's for another day. But this has been fun. Um, digitally uh, journaling my um, my life. Because that's what it is. It's a journal digitally. So instead of me writing 50 pages of this, I just recorded myself telling you about it. All right, y'all. I gotta go. I need to finish seeing who got more volunteers to fill in on this sheet. Because we gonna be right tomorrow. Trust me. We gonna be right. And so it was good talking to y'all. Happy to have y'all come to my page and listen to me. So I will talk to y'all later. Bye.